the suspect getting into the local businesses. I have to note that at one point, as he was trying to carjack a couple of the cars, one of the Coke delivery individuals even positioned his car, and I think that saved some of the other people from trying to denied this suspect some access to some other victims. At one point at one of the local businesses, an employee notified the supervisor, "You may want to check on your car. There's a suspect who's armed with a gun who's trying to get into cars." He walks out back behind the shopping plaza, confronts this individual, and during that time, some type of exchange or altercation does occur. During that time, the supervisor at the business, who possessed a firearm legally, discharged his firearm and struck the suspect in the upper body, and at that time he was transported to South Bay Hospital and deceased, and perished there at the scene. So our suspect has a lengthy criminal history with at least 10 felony arrests, all surrounding narcotic arrest. We will release his information once we're able to notify next of kin. Any questions at this point? Again, this is extremely fluid and preliminary, as you can see behind me, as homicides just arrived on scene. We've just obtained some search warrants. Obviously, we do have some camera and surveillance footage that we will be taking a look at. We're just waiting for our search warrant to be able to lawfully possess that footage and be able to review that. And once we have further details, we will put that out. But I will try to attempt to answer any type of questions at this point.
What's the confrontation that ensued behind the store that the manager shot the suspect? Did he go after him?
That's what we're trying to figure out. Our victim has asked for an attorney at this point, so we haven't been able to interview him. We're waiting for an attorney to come on scene to be able to answer those type of questions. We know that some type of encounter ensued where both men were armed, and obviously shots were fired. By whom, we don't know. We know that our victim at least fired a shot that resulted in the suspect's death. If there were more shots other than that, we just don't know at this point to be able to say that with any type of certainty. Can't even say that now. You know, he just expired at the scene, so we'll work through that and put that out later on. No charges on our victim at this point. We're calling him a victim until we can examine the surveillance footage and interview a few more witnesses, and then we'll make that determination. But at this point, he is still a victim. Fortunately, and thank God, no one here in the great community of Sun City Center was injured or hurt. Correct. He tried to carjack at least 4 individuals here in the parking lot of the plaza. Once he met that with no avail, then he thought he'd try to enter some businesses. And what his motive was, what he was trying to get, just not sure at this point.
How did he get to this plaza? Was he in his own vehicle? Was he on foot?
Not that we can determine at this point. Again, we'll certainly have those answers, but at this point, we don't know how he got here. We do know from last checking, we believe he's a resident of Pinellas County. So how he got here, why he chose this shopping center, what his motive was, we just don't know at this point. He was behind one of the businesses over here. Correct, not the Publix. He went behind. The confrontation occurred back behind there. Luckily, he tried to get in. Some weren't open yet. One of the employees saw him approaching with a handgun and actually couldn't secure it, but held the door so he couldn't get in. He does possess the gun lawfully. We don't believe he has a concealed weapons permit, which he wouldn't have needed at this point, but he was in lawful ownership of that firearm. All right, everyone, have a great day.